Last week, we couldn't decide what to do during the weekend, and we kind of wanted to try something new. Something we'd never done before, and something that would be different from the way we normally travel. But we couldn't really figure out what we wanted to do. Up until the day before our trip.
明日新月だから星空見に行こうか。
どこに泊まるの？
車の中だよ。
車の中？ We decided to go to Shoji in Yamanashi Prefecture because it's a beautiful spot to enjoy the starry sky with Mount Fuji in the background. And because driving to Yamanashi Prefecture just to see the starry sky is a little bit crazy, we decided to check out a few amazing spots to get the best views of Mount Fuji and share them with you. Shoji was our first stop because this was where we decided to go stargazing and stay for the night. The shore is quite big, so you can park your car and set up your tent to stay for the night.
Almost ready!
You can't really tell, but because it's so dark, but here is the lake right in front of us, and I just set up our car and our sleeping bags. Yes, it looks like Christmas. Oh, it looks scary. It was quite cloudy, so unfortunately we weren't really able to take a good time lapse. But Shojiko isn't only a stunning photo spot at night. During the daytime, you can get one of the most beautiful views of Mount Fuji and its reflection on the lake, which was so magical to see.
大丈夫？
いや、大丈夫じゃない。あ、大丈夫だと思う。
6時前はすごい車止まってたけども、撮影タイム終わって、今はおじいちゃん2人しか残ってない。いい富士山の綺麗な眺めを見ながらの朝食。
It's so funny how Mount Fuji looks so different from each spot I've ever visited. I'll share 3 more with you in today's video. We packed our stuff and headed to Lake Motosu quite early in the morning. From Lake Motosu, you can see a view of Mount Fuji that became the model for the image of the 1,000 yen bill, which was pretty amazing. Oh, and to be honest, I didn't realize that the image of Mount Fuji is printed on one of the 1,000 yen bills until Takeru told me, which is quite a shame. But hey, I'm sure I'm not the only one. While gazing at Mount Fuji from this spot, I realized that Mount Fuji looks so different from each side and angle, and I really enjoy discovering its beauty over and over again. We went to Yamanaka Lake, which is the closest lake to Mount Fuji, and my impression was that Mount Fuji looks massive from this spot. I think it's one of my favorite spots because of how impressive Mount Fuji looks, and you get this instant feeling of satisfaction because, you know, I think this is the view everyone expects after driving hours to find the perfect spot. I also recommend to go to the Yamanaka Lake panorama deck, which is just a 5-minute drive up in the mountains, and it is a nice spot to see Mount Fuji from a higher perspective. But to be honest, I think I like the view from the lake better, because I prefer the view at Mount Fuji and the lake over Mount Fuji and grass fields.
Whoa!
Yeah. Nice. Do it now.
Lake Kawaguchi is one of my ultimate favorites because it's the first place I went to several years ago to watch Mount Fuji, and we also went there with my family a few months ago, so it's a very nostalgic place. And as for Mount Fuji, I think you can get one of the most symmetrical views from this spot, and the sunset is amazing. Maybe there are a few people that will realize that there is one more famous lake to view Mount Fuji from, which is Lake Saiko. I've never been there, so if any one of you ever visited Lake Saiko, let me know in the comments how you liked it.